Hey everyone, we're going to talk about the end of the European theater of World War II, the part of World War II that takes place in Europe, of course. So we're going to start with the Battle of the Bulge. So this battle is called the Battle of the Bulge because the Germans, literally, as you see right here, Germany, is going to protrude outward into Belgium in sort of a bulge-like matter and try to push in and attack the Allies in a surprised manner. It's going to take place during a very harsh winter, which is going to kill many Americans and Allied troops. More Americans are going to die in this war because of the cold elements that they experience while trying to defend and push back against the Germans than they had lost in any other battle, including D-Day, that invasion of Normandy Beach where they were gunned down by those heavy machine gunners. So the U.S. will be able to survive and live long enough past the winter in that immense cold atmosphere that they had, and then were able to cut off Germany's supply lines, allowing them to begin to rally and achieve victory over Germany and push into Germany. So months after this battle is over, just a few months, Hitler is going to be surrounded not just by the U.S. and the British and the French allies for the most part, but also by the Soviets. He was boxed in, and he's going to commit suicide. And shortly after that, World War II in the European, will be over. Let's watch a quick video on what this battle actually looked like.
During the Bulge, command broke down, supplies broke down, morale broke down, communications broke down, everything broke down. It was every man for himself. We were inadequately clothed. We didn't have rubber overshoes, we didn't have overcoats, we didn't have gloves, we didn't have scarves. My boots were so bad, I would strip newspapers and drapery off of these bombed out houses and wrap my feet in it. You were having trouble breathing because the snow was suffocating you. And consequently, we lost a lot of men who froze to death.
So just to recap, the most important thing about this battle is it's really the last major battle on the Western Front side of the war, on the European theater of the war with regards to the U.S. So remember, the U.S. and the British are boxing them in from the Western side. The Soviets are moving in. They recaptured Poland from the Germans and are pushing in from the east. Hitler will kill himself shortly after this battle. So what this leads to is a day that we call VE Day, or Victory in Europe Day. At this point, by the end of May 1945, the Germans have surrendered, the Italians have surrendered, they've been defeated, and the totalitarian dictators Hitler and Mussolini have been killed, either by themselves or by the Allies. So VE Day is a celebration that the war in Europe is over, there is peace in Europe, but there is one last Axis power left in the world, and that is Japan and Hideki Tojo, who is going to refuse to surrender even though there is overwhelming victory in Europe, and all allies are going to now begin a plan to converge on them, and especially the U.S., who is at this time moving throughout the Pacific theater of war and pushing against pushing against Japan from the Pacific side towards Asia. So we'll talk about that next and how the war concludes. Thanks, guys.